everyone. Welcome again to another session of Maximum Apocalypse RPG. This is Maximum Weekend Session 3. Yes, 3. I think it's 4 technically, but we had some movement of sessions, so this is Session 3. Hi, I'm Scott. I'm joined by these people today. We're going to be doing Get to the Van, also known as the Quick Start Adventure, which is an introductory adventure where, even though all of these people have played this game before, we're going to do some introductory gameplay. So welcome everyone who's watching, and welcome everyone who's here today. Thank you for coming. Why don't we do some brief introductions and some shout outs to things that you want to shout out to. As always, I don't mind whomever you give shout outs to, whether it be your channel or other people's channels. I have no problem with that. So why don't we do some introductions? I don't know the order we want to go in. Who wants to volunteer to go first?
Oh, I don't mind.
Okay.
All right, cool. So my name is David, and I am playing Robson Gibson, the preacher, the Messiah, who survived the rapture, who survived the demons from hell that came about and destroyed mankind. And he is a youngster in his 20s, sort of he's not reached his prime yet, but he's a young preacher with a lot of passion for God and Christianity, and wants to smite the demons that took away his family. And that's who I'm playing. And my big shout out is to Adam Cobalt, who created Dungeon World. There you go, because he's a legend. There you go.
I can go next.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alice. Most people call me Lala. I'm the host of Babies with Knives podcast. It's an actual play, character creation, and crash course podcast. Scott put a link in the description below.
I totally will. And I think I've done it in some of the other videos we worked with. This is our 4th time working together on something? 5th time? I don't know. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this interaction.
Awesome.
Okay. Who's next?
My name's Darren. I'll be playing the 10-year-old telepath gunslinger Leviticus. Just old school gamer. Shout out to the Heroes of Greyhawk group I run. Rah rah. Thanks again, everyone. Look forward to it.
Cool. And then I guess last but not least.
Yeah, it's Kevin. I'll be playing Iroh, the early 50s Ronin. I'll do a combo shout out, one to my niece and nephew who are now amazed that their uncle can be found gaming on YouTube.
Ooh.
Yes. And also I will echo, go check out Alice's group. Babies with Knives are good people. They're the ones that got me into this online world.
Thanks.
Very cool. All right, well, welcome, guys. In this particular adventure, some of you have made characters before, some of you have used pre-gen characters before. Those of you that have made characters, that are using characters you've made, you have gear. You don't have that gear anymore. Just erase it, pretend it doesn't exist, ignore it when we come to that sort of stuff.
No!
However, like I said, I will let you keep one signature item that you think your character would probably hold on to regardless of whatever happened. So pick one, just one, and that'll be a thing that you can utilize later on.
Okay. I got my one.
You mentioned we still have our armor, though?
Oh, yeah, and then your armor. Yeah,
Okay.
your armor is
All
still
right.
there, so don't worry about that.
It's not even a choice at all as to what I'm hanging on to.
Okay.
Are firearms allowed? That's a bit
I
of a
would
stretch.
say can we avoid weapons as much as possible,
Gotcha.
just because in the beginning you're not going to need them.
Yep.
Can we go through and do a quick character description so people get a mental image?
Yeah, why don't we do that? That sounds fine with me.
Okay, cool. So Robson Gibson, he's a man in his early 20s, a youthful man. He has an eye patch over his eye. He wears the black sort of attire, the sort of Roman Catholic attire. The black sort of waistcoat with the black trousers with the little white collar type thing. And he lost his eye during a confrontation against the demons themselves as he was trying to when the rapture was happening, sort of the conflict of the rapture was happening at the time being, he basically has this basically has a horrible scar where a demon claw ripped out his eye, and that is and to this day he has horrible nightmares about that incident and about like who he couldn't save, and he feels really he feels really guilty that he couldn't save the people of his congregation, so he's like on a mission to like get revenge for like the people that died in vain, type thing. So he's on a holy mission on God's word that he will strike vengeance upon the demons that took his eye and killed his congregation. That's him.
Okay.
Cool. For me, I'm playing a character that I played last time. People just call me Doc, and my personal apocalypse is time paradox. So the fact that his name seems to shift other than Doc, but whenever we're playing seems to be appropriate. He is an elderly man of average height, kind of waifly in build. His hair is white and slicked back. He's got a white lab coat that has burns, whether by acid or fire, you can't quite tell. There are rip marks everywhere, but he wears it like it's, the most precious thing on earth to him over his armor. And he always seems to have the bud of a cigar in the corner of his mouth, chewing on it.
Nice.
And everyone just calls me Doc.
Nice. Does he have a TARDIS?
Nope. He does not.
Time paradox doctor? I don't know. Maybe.
Nope, he just has a shifting name that never seems to stick.
Nice. Doctor Who.
Nice.
Anyway, who's next?
I can go. Iro is a larger fellow in his early 50s. He's got some burns on parts of his body showing up through the neck onto the lower part of his face. The first thing you'll notice about him is his eyes. They've got that constant 1,000-yard stare, like he's seen far, far too much in his life. Those who know him know that what he's really searching for is his beautiful day. And what I mean by that is the day that he meets something that could finally end all this, but he won't just lay down. It has to happen naturally while saving his friends.
Yep. Yeah, he's not just going to commit suicide, but he will take the death if it comes, kind of thing, right?
Yep.
Leviticus is a 10-year-old street urchin who grew up in the sewers avoiding the zombie hordes that ate his family. When he was probably 2 or 3 years old, he never spoke a word in his life since then, and he had developed telepathic powers, and he has links with people that he attaches to and that he tends to, the only ones he trusts. And so far, it's only been a couple people in this group. That's his social, I forget what they call it.
Social anxiety or whatever.
Anxiety order. And so he doesn't trust anything or anybody. And he's can be very ruthless, little 10-year-old, very ruthless. And he's a survivor. And he's got a bond at the moment. He can actually get sleep when he's with Toshiro.
It's Iro in this game.
Iro.
Yeah, sorry.
Change
I guess
his
I
name.
suffered a time paradox as well, unknowingly.
So he's on his own again, but he does.
No, it happened.
Same person, just
Same person.
suddenly changed.
Gotcha. Okay, so I could still protect my friendship then, because that's good.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
No, I'll stick around. No, just kidding. And so he basically stays in the shadows and survives. And he was a good slinger, but at the moment he's down on his luck. Not much items left.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Based on the events of the last session, I think Iro is kind of his constant safe shadow. He watches the youngster at most times to make sure everything's okay.
Plus, this actually leads in, if one of these videos get up, if people watch them in the order of like the last adventure than this one, it actually makes sense because Lester Gay, if you bugged out when all of the things were coming out of the trees, just left all your stuff behind, right? And you were out of ammo already anyway, so maybe this is a continuation. Who knows?
Cool. If this is a continuation, I time paradox faded in.
You were always there.
I was always there, sure. And apparently, just as I was getting blasted or whatever's chasing and made me drop stuff, I'm reading in a book and goes, "Oh, so that's where it is in a flesh bag."
Well,
And
as
then
I
the book gets
recall,
blown out of my hand, and I start running with you guys.
our
Mhm.
hunter had time paradox. Like, didn't you have a bow?
That's
No.
right. That's right. That is the case. Yeah, the hunter
Yeah.
did have time paradox. So all right. This is just all right. We're gonna roll with this. This is a continuation from the previous
So
adventure.
what chased me down? What took my book that I was reading about flesh bags?
It was an alien creature,
Okay.
with like chameleon skin technology, so they could blend in.
That's unfortunate because we did get loot from that.
Yeah, right.
A weapon.
We got some weapons. All right. So as for those at home, if this is your first time watching it and you didn't decide to go back and see this continuation story that we're referencing, this game uses the D100 dice rolls. Right, you roll these and to figure out whether you succeed or fail, you want to roll below your stat number. And if you happen to have advantage or disadvantage from items or situations, you add an additional tens die, and then you're going to choose either the higher or lower number, depending on whether or not it's disadvantage or advantage. Just had to give that in there. I realize it's written in right here to specifically explain that because this is the intro adventure of the game.
And you should point out that if it's 0-0 on the tens die and 0 on the ones die, that's 100.
Yes.
If it's 0-0 on the tens die and 0 on and 1 on the ones die, that's a 1.
That's a very good point because that
needs
came up yesterday.
explanation. Yeah, apparently people need explanation for how to read the dice. So.
I mean, it gets complicated, yeah.
I just use Roll20.
It had been a long time since I had to roll percentile strength, so I had to wrap my brain back around it.
Okay. So you guys have been surviving for a bit together. However, it's like right near the beginning of the apocalypse. So maybe what ended up happening was that there was a time paradox and you guys all came to the beginning of the apocalypse. So maybe you joined the dock rather than, in the past rather than in the future.
Sure.
The main idea here is that you guys have been sort of just living together for a minute, but you're out of supplies, like out of all supplies. You've used up everything you've got, including your component pieces, for the most part. And so you're sort of scavenging around, and really the only thing in this place where you're at is an old shopping mall. It's the only thing that exists after all the sirens and after all of the evacuations and stuff. So the only thing that's in this town that is still in any kind of order is a shopping mall. That's the only thing you have to scavenge in. The exterior of the shopping mall looks relatively okay. There's some broken pieces on the outside, some broken glass, but for the most part, it's all right. The parking lot is riddled with cars that are all in various broken pieces, none of which are like 100% usable. You might, if you took time, be able to put them all together, but that might be something you have to decide after you determine if the shopping mall itself is safe, because it could be filled with all kinds of enemies. There could be an alien colony there. There could be a bunch of demons hanging out in there. It's just, you don't know. So the sort of outside that, it looks okay and relatively all right, but inside you hope that there's more.
Question:
Yes.
Is the super shop store called IKEA? My arch enemy, IKEA.
No, it's just a big mall. So there's
Damn
various
it.
different stores in there, various shopping centers. Like it's just like like a department store, shopping mall thing. It's like a big place with a bunch of different stores in it.
So it's not IKEA, our most hated enemy.
No, it is not. It is not IKEA, the most hated enemy.
Damn you.
But yeah, once inside the shopping mall, like looking in, just getting past the door, it's a tangled mess of collapsed walkways, shattered storefronts, and electrical debris. Broken glass and mangled furniture, smeared muck, broken drywall, and low-hanging wares show signs of previous looting and just make a big hindering movement space. The second floor, there's a second floor promenade, there's a first floor promenade, second floor promenade. Most of the second floor promenade has collapsed and is laying on the first floor promenade. So there's a lot of broken debris everywhere. Now, this is the opening opportunity for you guys for us to discuss component pieces, right? Which are those nondescript, unnamed things that are laying around all over the place that you can try to scavenge up to make things out of. There's a lot of those sort of laying around right now if you guys wanted to scavenge for them.
I noticed
Yes,
that.
please.
Yes, I want to salvage.
Yeah.
Yes, let us salvage
All right,
let
so
us salvage.
what you guys are going to do for those following along, for those that don't know, I don't think I had you guys do a salvage roll in the previous game. So for those of you that are unaware, you're going to salvage by making a salvage roll. It's one of your special stats. It's based on a couple of things, but you'll just make a salvage roll and see what happens.
I got an 11. That is 3 degrees of success for me.
Ooh, 3 degrees.
Ooh, nice.
62, 31, 15. So 11 is 3rd degree.
3.
Let me roll. See what I get. Hang on. I got to roll it and find out.
Let me open.
So I got a 35. My salvi is 55, so I get a success.
Yeah. And what about, so we'll go Gibson, success. So 1. What are the rest of you guys? Leviticus and Iro.
In a stunning turn of events, I did a 37 out of my 42 to make it.
Whoa, nice. What?
Leviticus got distracted. He thought he saw a cat, but it turned out to be a very mean rat, and he chased it a little ways away and kind of wasted time.
Yeah, I gotcha. Just like the attack of the cat from yesterday, huh?
Right.
Okay, so let's start with the people with the lower numbers. Gibson and Iro, roll for me 2 d10s and just tell me what the 2 numbers are.
All right, cool.
5 total.
No. Just tell me what the 2 numbers are. Yeah.
The percentile?
No. So yeah, you can roll whatever. I just need like a 7 and a 3 or a 2 and a 5.
2 and a 3.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the first one I get is a 4, and the second one is a 3. A 4 and a 3.
4 and a 3. Okay, so you okay. I put this in the wrong one. Swap. So Gibson, you find a combat knife.
Nice.
And Iro, you had a 2 and a 3. 2 and 3. Ooh, you find a can of chili. It's 2 food units. Okay. And now Alice, you're gonna have to do the same thing 3 times.
Yep. 3, 3, 6, 9.
6, 9.
Odd.
0 and 0. Okay. So you find 3, 3.
3, 3, 6, 9, 0, 0.
Oh, okay. You find 10 liters of gasoline in a gas can for some reason, just laying around in a mall.
Okay.
No, that's boring. That's boring. I'm gonna switch that. It's more gasoline. And I was like, that's boring. I'm not gonna give you more gasoline. 15 rounds of ammunition.
Okay.
And Ot is more gasoline. Oh wait, no, I read that wrong. You find eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs times 2. Eggs twice.
It says bird eggs. I didn't write how many numbers. So let me just roll a d6.
Since I did odd, since I did 0,
6.
0
You found
twice.
6 eggs.
6 eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And do they count towards food units?
Yeah. So eggs and cans of chili are food units. So I'd say like 2 eggs is 1 food unit. So
Okay.
6 eggs is 3 food units. It's pretty good. Pretty good haul for a choice there. Now, because you guys, those of you that succeeded, you guys can keep scavenging, but now you have to get a great success or better to find anything at all. You guys want to keep
I've got a
scavenging,
good
or you
chance
wanna
of that.
Yeah,
So
no.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll try.
I'll try as well.
I've gone off to help Leviticus search for that cat.
Yeah. The mean rat.
Yeah.
On by 1, I got 30 of my 31.
Okay, so you got it.
Mhm.
But just
And I got
I was like, ooh.
and I got a 25 out of 55. So
You got
does
it
that
too.
count?
Yeah, you
That
both got it
does.
too.
Yep. That counts.
All right, so
Yeah, I
both
was
of
like,
you-
wait, was mine 31 or 30? Yeah.
So you both got a great success. So you're both gonna roll that d10 twice and tell me what your numbers were again. Like those d10s, so I can get you some gear.
8 and 6.
8 and 6.
Okay,
And we do a second time, you said?
Yeah, because you did.
So we're
2.
still counting the great success. So
Yeah.
9 and 8.
9 and 8.
So my first bunch of numbers is 66. 66. And do I roll again or not? Or is that
Yeah,
just
you
the
roll a
once?
second time.
All right. So I got the devil's number 66. and I will get a oops, that's the wrong one. Roll 2, 1, 2, D10, and I get Hang on. Did it type that incorrectly? Hang on. 2d10. And I got a 2. I got a 2 and a 10. A 12.
2 and a 10. Okay. So for Alice, the 8 and 6 that you found, you got a taser with
Okay.
1 charge. So you get 1 chance to use it before you have to recharge it.
Yeah, sounds like something I'll probably be taking apart anyway.
Yeah, using it for component pieces. Yeah. And then the 9 and 8. 9 and 8. Oh, that's a crazy haul. I will tell you what it is in a moment. Let's go to
Ooh.
Gibson. Gibson, 6 and 6, the devil's number. You find some junk food, a bag of junk food. It's 1 food unit of junk food.
Nice.
Like a bag of chips or crisps or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 and 0. You find 2 component pieces is the other thing.
Oh, nice.
So you guys are finding some good stuff. The special secret haul that Alice found was a Xenoblaster, a Xenotech rifle. He discovered it while scrounging around. He flipped something over, and here's this Xenoblaster. The Xenoblaster does stun damage, so you basically do ranged knockout attacks with it.
Okay.
So when you shoot at a target, you need to make a Xenotech roll to find out how to use it. But if you do figure that out, when you shoot at a target, you can knock them unconscious rather than kill them. You can overcharge it, but let's find out if you figure out even how it works first. If you want to do that, or you can hold off and do that later.
Well, let's see if I do know. Let's roll my instinct on that.
Yeah.
65. I'm not proficient, so.
Not proficient, so with disadvantage.
This is at disadvantage. Oh, hold on. I have to go pick up one more die. I failed.
Okay, so you have this rifle-looking thing, but you're not sure how to get it working. You don't know where the trigger mechanism is, or even how to hold it.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. What I'm gonna do with the food I found, I'm gonna put it into the put it with all the food, type thing, and also drop it in the pot, and the bits of scavenge I found, I also put that into the pot as well.
Okay, so there's two component pieces that are out there in the world for you guys to use. And then finally, if you guys want to keep going, you can spend another hour scavenging, or you guys can move on. It's up to you.
No, I'm good at this point. My question also is, how many parts would the Xenoblaster give me?
Parts? Well, so Xenoblasters are made of organic component pieces, so they're made of like fleshy bits. So you're not gonna be able to take it apart and use it for anything that you want to build, unless you know how to craft Xenotech stuff, which is a different skill that doesn't exist right now. May come out in the supplement, but right at the moment you don't know how to use Xenotech to make Xenotech. But for example, the thing that does the electrical shooting charge is actually from electrical eels. It's their organ in the eels that allows them to create sparks and stun things. So the Xenotech rifle, that's Xenoblaster, you can't really take apart. The taser, on the other hand, will get you, let me roll this big die here because it's made of many parts. 7 component pieces if you break it apart.
Okay.
Yeah. Which actually fits with the regular firearm numbers. So that works out perfectly. Okay. All right. So you guys, after scavenging for a while and chasing angry rats that you think are cats, you guys realize that after you looked around, you've scavenged a bunch of things. You see up on the second floor, right at the top of one of the escalators, is a sporting goods store. It has a roll crash gate down, the protective gate to keep it locked, and you can see marks on it from burns and like maybe gunfire ricochets and stuff on the outside. And it looks like someone was inside defending it, but you see no action or no activity up there now. But looking inside, you can see there's some flickering lights, and there's the shelves are relatively untouched. So there might be stuff up there for you to find, but it's at the top of an escalator, and there's just enough of that second floor awning or a second floor promenade there for you guys to stand on to get inside, but not enough to do the whole second floor essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think we get up there then.
Yeah, I'm going to go check the escalator and see if it's safe to walk on.
Okay. It is a very sound structure, so it does seem relatively safe. It's not shaky or moving. It's just not turned on, and it's not escalating, as it were.
Okay.
It's essentially a staircase.
Yep. While I'm checking it, is the turn belt. There we go. Is the turn belt still on it?
It is still on it.
I want to take that.
Okay. So you're gonna roll mechanics for me to take that apart.
While keeping the while letting in the structure of the staircase stay.
Right, without trying to destroy it. Yeah.
Yep. Proficient. Oh, that's really good. 3 degrees of success. 27 on an versus an 80. Sorry, 2 degrees. 27 versus 80. 2 degrees of success.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 3d4 then. Because you found some component pieces. Plus
Cool. The turn belt and some gear.
Yeah. Wow,
some gears
that's a
and
lot
bolts.
because it's 3. You did really well. That's 11 component pieces you found.
11 CP. Okay.
Yeah.
Turn belt, gear, and some bolts. Cool.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah. Nice. That's nobody. Okay, so FYI, no one has tried to take apart the escalator before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a tendency of saying that I randomly
I know.
think of
I'm
things
just
people
gonna
don't
from
do.
now on, anytime you're in a game, I'm just gonna assume you're gonna do something no one has done before. So I should just
Thanks.
prepare for it.
Appreciate that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so you get
Awesome.
those component pieces. But also, to be fair, most people don't come into this having played the game before and know how things work. So
Well, last time I didn't either, though.
that's also true. Last time you were winging it and you did pretty well.
Thanks.
Came up with stuff. I was like, sure. But also Darren was like, I'm gonna fly in this dream state. I'm like,
Yep, exactly.
okay, no problem. Well, this is roll with it. Okay, so yeah, so you take that apart. You do get all that stuff from it. So you guys watch as she takes things out and like starts back,
He.
like puts or he's taking things out and starts shoving them in his pocket and stuff. And then it's all good.
And I take the turn belt and I wrap it around myself like a sash or a hose around myself. Okay,
Yeah,
let's go.
Doesn't look weird. You guys are in the post-apocalyptic environment. People wear
Exactly.
tires as armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, let's go.
Okay. You get up to the top of the stairs and you get to the roll cage. You see that there are marks. There's definitely not anyone inside. There's no movement, no reaction to your approach. But the roll gate is down and it does appear to be locked.
Okay.
I'm very skinny. Can I slip through underneath or through it?
No, unfortunately, it's too small for you to get through. Like you may be able to get a hand through, but that's about it. The lock itself requires a key, so you guys have 2 options. You can either use a lockpick skill roll to unlock it, or you could try a mechanics skill roll, which is you just take it apart.
I'm actually going to pitch one other.
Okay.
I'm going to create a chemical reaction and acid burn it off.
That's also an option. You could also disassemble it, take it apart itself, just piece by piece.
Yep. Yeah,
which is essentially what you're doing. You're attacking it with acid, so that's fine.
And then, whatever parts that come out that I can use, I'll keep.
All right, so go ahead and roll your science to see if you craft your acid thing, and if you succeed. You
Because that is one of the few things that I still have left. I got a 36, so that's a 2 degrees of success out of 80.
All right, that's totally fine. So you managed to craft your acid, and you have your acid. You want to
just a little drop to pop it.
Eat through the the lock. Yep. So it goes, and the lock just melts away.
And take the little hook that's left and put it away.
Cool. I'll give you 1 component piece for the hook.
Awesome.
All right, guys, it's unlocked through a creative way of unlocking. It's more efficient than trying to pick it. I mean, come on.
Leviticus is really reluctant about cutting off his escapes, so he's going to linger around the outside, keeping perception rolls going and scrounging.
All right, the gate does have to get lifted up. It is quite heavy.
All right, I will tend to that.
Okay. It's going to be fine for the most part. Just go ahead and make a lifting roll for me to see if you can get it open.
Like just straight strength or athletics or whichever.
No, straight strength. Yeah, straight strength. Sorry.
Oh, well, 2 degrees of success.
Okay, cool.
Can you stop it halfway up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
So you roll it halfway up. It's you needed 2 degrees of success if you're going to break the lock and lift it up, but you just needed a success to just lift it because it's heavy. But you did it. So
you said it's a roll gate, right?
Yep, and it makes noise as it goes up.
Great. 21 on crafting. I would like to take apart the last 2 rungs of that of the roll gate. One should at least yield me a pole, which we can fashion a weapon out of, or the tubing that we can use stuff with. So, yeah, looks like I have base parts for a bad version of a rifle. But I got a 21 out of 80.
Is that 3 degrees
Oh,
of success?
sorry, 21 out of that's crafting, right? Yeah, that's crafting, not salvaging.
Right, this is crafting.
So,
wait, so you're trying to take it apart, right?
yeah, I'm trying to take it apart. So
Yeah,
that was the 2 degrees of
that would be
success. Sorry,
crafting, yeah.
salvaging. Yeah. I don't know why I said crafting. I looked at the wrong
No,
thing
it is
last year.
crafting. If you're taking it apart, it's crafting. 'Cause
Oh, okay,
breaking
cool.
it down is crafting. Yeah.
Well, it's still 2 degrees of success.
Okay. That is 4 component pieces that you take from it,
Great.
and that pipe that you were talking about.
Yep. And the pipe support for that last rung. Great. Thank you.
Yep.
Do you want it all the way up now, or should I just keep holding this?
Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. You can bring it all the way up. As you as you enter the store, you notice the dim flickering. Sorry, I wrote this real funny. You notice in the dim flickering light that there are a few items on the shelves, more than you'd seen from outside. But most of the store inventory is in fact missing. This is especially evident in the prepackaged food, weapons, and ammunition aisles. Those are basically empty. You can see shoe tracks and scratch marks throughout the aisles that suggest there was at least one struggle here recently.
Do I find blood?
There is some blood spatter, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
All right. I still don't have a viable weapon, so I'll cast around. Anything large and heavy that I can hold is a viable weapon.
Well, let me tell you what you guys do find, because a viable weapon does occur in there. You find a backpack, an empty plastic canteen, matches. It's 10 matches. A flashlight. Oh, did Gibson fall asleep? Sounds like he did. Hey, David, you still with us? David?
Is he narcoleptic?
Well, I think so. He's in England, so I think his timeline is. I think he's. It's pretty late over there.
That is good.
I mean, because he was sounding really awake.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Oops, I meant to David. Oh well. Okay. Well, hopefully he can come back and join us. I think. Can he unmute? If I mute him, can he unmute himself? Do you guys know? Let me try it.
You should be able to. Yeah.
I'm going to mute Alice. Okay.
Yeah, I can unmute myself. See.
Okay. Done. Great. Perfect. That's all I needed to know.
Because he was sounding really awake. It didn't sound like he was slipping away. So I'm wondering if he's narcoleptic.
Maybe. He was up, but like he was up late with us last night. It was dark at his place when we were
okay.
Oh, he's back. Oh, no, he's not back. Oh, maybe he's back. Hey.
Hey.
There, you're unmuted. You back?
Welcome
David?
back.
I'm back.
Okay, good. All right. So you found a backpack, a empty plastic canteen, 10 matches, a flashlight, a lithium-ion battery, a rain poncho.
Oh, hold on. I stopped writing. Flashlight. Then what? Lithium battery?
Yeah, lithium-ion battery.
Okay.
A rain poncho, rope, and a belt knife. It's a combat knife. So its damage code is average.
Okay. And you said we all have our armors, but none of us have our weapons, right?
Correct.
Well,
yeah. Aside
except
from belt knife. Every one of you find these things. There's enough of these things for you guys to each have one of these.
Okay. And I have my raw chemicals because I took the pre-gen, the stripped down pre-gen. So.
Yeah.
I do not need the weapons. My voice of God is the weapon himself. Hallelujah. Praise his name.
So those are the things you guys find.
That's good, Padre, but God works in mysterious ways. That's why he gave me a weapon, just in case.
Indeed, he did. And may
Gibson has like two knives now because he found one earlier.
Yes, he may give you a weapon, but I'm hoping, my brother, that you would not use this in vain. Use it wisely, as the great testimonies have spoken about. Amen.
Iro, do you shoot?
No. But Leviticus is a crack shot.
I match
hang
up
on.
the pipe next to Leviticus. Can you lift this?
Nod. And Leviticus
Okay.
just.
I take it back and I start crafting while they finish scavenging.
Yeah, and you guys can scavenge around this place. You can salvage in this place as well. You guys want to do that?
So
Yeah, Leviticus has finally overcome his fear, and he scampers in quickly and goes from shadow to shadow looking for food.
Yeah. Okay.
He's still looking for the cat.
All right, so go ahead and roll your salvage. This particular module has like a preset list of what you find, so I don't have to like.
No. Oh, I got 1 degree success.
Okay.
Double
just,
check.
Just you, Ira. You're not going to look around.
Oh no, I looked. That's a nice knife I found.
Oh, okay, I got it.
It's beautiful. I'm looking around, but that knife says, I wish I had a whetstone to sharpen it.
Okay, then, and Gibson is interested. Leviticus, choose a 1, 2, or 3 behind door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. It's random.
Okay, I'm going to roll for that one.
Ooh.
Door number 1.
Door number 1, you find a leather jacket, which is just 2 armor points. It's in a kind of hanging out. Do you want to try to scavenge some more? You need a great success or higher to continue scavenging.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. While I'm crafting, I'm gonna say, "Hey, look over there under that pile of. I don't think it's rats. I don't think it's rats. Go look over there. Command.
She's gonna use command on you. The command skill, which
Command on an 11. I believe that's pretty good for me. Yeah, that's 3 degrees success. Get 15%.
All right, you get to add 15 to your number.
Oh,
While all the scavenging and crafting is going around, I will, of course, keep lookout.
so I want to subtract that number from my number, right? I want to get low.
So, yeah, you can either subtract it from your dice roll, or you can add it to the threshold. It's easier to.
Right. So if your threshold of like 60, 65, now it's 80 instead to start.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Like I said,
They
yeah,
give you
makes sense.
15% bonus.
That's a 3 degree success. I rolled a 13.
Wow,
Nice.
Nice.
Is it because of my 15?
No, actually, that's even more.
Okay.
I got -2.
Oh, you.
Okay.
Wow. Nice.
I rolled it. I minused it from my roll. So.
Oh, right. Yeah. So yeah. So
Actually,
it's a.
I got
So
a
if you added it to your threshold,
Yeah,
your threshold went up by
I got-
50, so it'd still be an amazing.
I got a
success.
3 degree. Yeah.
Yep. 3 degrees.
Okay. So door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3.
Oh, this time I'll go to door number 2.
Okay. You find rifle ammo. 6 of them. 6. rifle
Perfect.
ammo.
So I run back to Doc
You
and I
can
tug on his vest and I send images of zombies being blown apart by guns, and I hold out the rounds, and I have crafting as well, so I start to see if they fit and whether or not we're going to have to shimmy things or create sleeves or some sort of material inside the packet.
Well,
Mm.
I got a 22 on my crafting, which is 2 degrees of success, to create something that was very popular in the Philippines during World War II called a pipe gun, which they would use they would saw off pipes, they would grab gears, and they would basically make makeshift ammo chambers out of such like that, which is exactly why I was grabbing very specific items coming along for our
Kinda like-
shooters.
Kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
a zip
that
gun
makes-
that existed in like the I don't remember what time frame, but in New York where the gangsters would use zip guns.
Hmm
Same kind of thing.
So I craft
Nice.
a pipe gun for Leviticus.
Cool.
Oh, nice one.
So just FYI, it's fine because I think you have the same number for both of them. But if not, for guns, it's actually mechanics that you roll. Not
Oh yeah,
crafting.
that's true. Which I believe is, like you said, it's
I think.
actually it's better.
Okay, so you would have done even a better job. So.
Yeah, I did an even better job.
So yeah,
Nice.
just in the future. That's fine. I had assumed that it was at least relatively the same number. So you're
Warm, happy
Am I coming
feelings being
through?
said.
Am I coming through? All right.
You are
Yep.
now, yeah.
You are now, Gibson.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. I thought because my internet's disconnected for a few seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're fine. You sound
Cool.
you sounded good. All right, so that's what you guys find when you're scavenging.
Okay.
You craft this cool pipe gun,
Mhm.
and everything is hunky dory with as far as you've been so far. You haven't run into any trouble, and you found a bunch of cool stuff. So you have 6 rounds of ammo for your pipe gun, Leviticus.
Yeah, I can actually provide him 15 more rounds.
You're gonna craft them.
No, I looted them earlier today with 10 liters of gasoline and 6 eggs. 10 liters of gasoline, 15 rounds of ammo, 6 eggs, 1 taser
Oh, that's
gun.
right. That's right. They were
Xenoblaster.
it was just listed as rounds of ammo. It could have been anything.
Yes,
You're correct.
exactly.
All
15
right.
rounds of ammo.
You have 21 rifle rounds for your rifle.
Happy thoughts. I hug Doc. He's BFF now.
We'll give you the stats for that rifle. The rifle stats are going to be the same as a probably bolt action or lever, the 22 kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be light damage that it will do, but you also get stuff. Let me write it down. Let me show you. Look at it. Get back to it. We got to jump ahead in the rule.
It's better than nothing right now.
It is much better than nothing. You have ranged attack and you have ranged. It's got advantage, I think, on long distances.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find the gear. Jump down to the appendix. The appendix. Right. So the 22 bolt rifle is a light damage. It is reliable. Which is a strange thing for this pipe gun, but we'll say it's reliable. It does have a 15-round magazine, which is cool. That's a decent amount of ammo. And yeah, cool.
We fandangled a mag for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
But yes, this is why I was keeping an eye out for very specific component pieces as we were going.
Nice.
It takes a grand total of 11 component pieces to make this thing, by the way. But you made a makeshift version, so I don't know if it could be 7. I can accept that.
Well, yeah, because I took the pipe that was separate from the CP. You didn't bother counting that CP. So
Right.
if you want to do 7 plus the pipe, that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay,
I'll accept
cool. So I still have 9 CP left.
that. Cool. That's enough to craft some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Okay, so so now that you guys have finished looting the store for most of what's in there, you see, now that you're kind of paying attention to it, you're just looking around, you notice that there's a door that you didn't really check, and it's labeled manager's office. There's a little light above it that flickers ominously before it returns to a steady yellow glow.
Okay.
Gibson will approach the door, and he hold up his one item that he was allowed to keep, which is his holy symbol, his crucifix, and he'll say, "May the doors of God be open! Open, say me!"
And then you try the door?
Yeah,
locked.
try the door.
It's locked.
Damn you! God's word has come in vain. The door is stuck.
Yep, the door is stuck. There are a couple ways to get through it if you guys want to go inside.
Yeah,
Or you can choose not to. It's up to you.
I want to go in.
Okay.
Are you guys picking this lock, or am I kicking this thing in?
I was gonna say there are a couple ways. You can pick the lock. You can try to pry it open with a tool or a knife, as you have. You could try to disassemble it. You could try to bust it open. There's like all kinds of options, guys.
I'm going to be disassembling it because why waste good parts?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still have the acid. You could also just burn through it like you had before.
Yeah, but the rest of that acid has a purpose for later.
Holding out.
Just
planning ahead.
as usual. I'll be just behind who's ever doing this in case I need to intercede with trouble.
Sure.
1 degree of success on the dot.
For disassembling it
Disassembling it.
with
yes.
a mechanics roll. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. That is
I
all
rolled
you
an
need.
80.
A success is all you need. You disassemble it. So you gain. Wow. What is with my D4s must love you. This is the second or third time they rolled really high numbers. 4 component pieces from taking apart this lock. Another door is unlocked.
And the doors take the door down.
Yep. When the door comes down,
Mhm.
Doc, Adel, and Iro have to make resolve rolls for me.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
No, Gibson.
Looks like-
Gibson's fine.
Gibson's fine.
Yeah, Gibson's standing back from them a little bit. Plus, you're holding your thing, right? Your cross?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
I got a 23, so 2 degrees of success.
Single degree of success.
Okay, you both are fine. You do smell this unnerving, dead smell, like the dead carcass of an animal or a person. You smell the smell, and you initially are like, "Ooh, what is that?" But you shake it off. It doesn't really bother you. In the manager's office, there is a particle board desk and the manager sits behind it, her head rolled back and her flesh peeling from her meat. It doesn't look like she's been here long, but you can tell she's the manager because she has the name tag on her shirt. The smell of decay indicates that she's been here a while, but she doesn't look like she's been here a while. Around her are stacks of hoarded MREs and boxes of ammunition. Behind her, leaning against the wall, is a bow, a recurved bow, and on the desk is a 9mm Glock 17.
A science check on her. I can do medicine as well, but I want to. You're saying that she smells like she's been here longer than she looks, so that seems like science. And that is going to be 2 degrees with an 85 as my top.
It's actually academics.
Oh, okay, sure, academics. So that's only 1 degree of success.
Okay.
I'm sending danger thoughts out and also images.
She is possessed by the demons herself. And I sort of go in there and I say, repent! Repent!
Okay, so here's 2 things happen at the same time. Doc Edel, as you have this realization, like you
had me do a zombie check with academics. That's why.
That's what you were doing. You were doing.
Yep.
Yeah, it would have been medicine if she was a living creature, but she's not a living creature, and you immediately
science if she wasn't like, science if there was something off. But yeah, I didn't think about the fact that she's a zombie that I had to check. So academics on what kind of zombie she is.
So the actual way that science works, science is more of an active skill. You use it for crafting things and for like fixing or like doing sciencey stuff, chemicals and things. The actual information about science is academics.
Cool. Okay.
So yes, you immediately go, oh wait, that's a zombie, hold up. And you have this realization she's a zombie, and you had 1 degree of success. Plus 5 to your next action related to the zombie. Then, however, at the same time, you're like, wait, hold up. Gibson walks into the room and says, what did you say? Repent?
I say, begone, foul creature of the underworld. Repent! Repent!
So as you came in shouting about repentance and being gone, foul creature from the underworld, the manager her head rolls forward and she lunges over the desk at you. And we're going to start a combat round. Gibson, however, she gets to surprise attack you first. So you have to make a dodge roll to not get hit by her.
Is there any way I can get myself in the way?
You can after this, after this moment, because he went into the room to tell it to repent.
Yes.
So roll
repent, repent the demons, and the zombies. Alright. Okay, I got a normal success. I got
success.
43.
Right.
Yes.
I forgot to roll for her. Let's get her roll going. How about? Okay, so she got a success as well. So therefore, she hits you. It's not very much damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 1 damage. You only take 1 damage. You're wearing armor though, so that goes to your armor first. So it scratches 1 armor point off your armor.
Okay.
So scratch your armor down 1. And
All
then now we begin the normal come round. Leviticus gets to act first, but Leviticus, unfortunately, there are like 3 people in front of you because they were all at the door and stuff. What do you want to do, Leviticus? Remember, you get to take 2 complex actions.
Well, I'm going to... Do I know what's going on in the room? Can I see what's happening?
You know that there's something happening. There's a mention of zombies and...
well, way back,
talking about repent.
When I smelled carrion, my hairs went up and I was putting out danger signals. And I was going to put an image of destroying whatever it was immediately to Toshiro, I was calling him.
Yeah.
I was going to say, destroy its brain, out of the way. Everyone move to the side. Move.
Okay.
And I hoist up the rifle.
You can, you could like be aiming and holding your action essentially until everyone moves out of your way. I'll accept that.
Yep.
Okay.
And I send a telepathic impulse. Everyone take a step to the side like a game.
Sorry, my dog is like rolling around on my feet trying to figure out what I'm up to. So I got distracted for a moment. Okay. So then the next person to act is Iro. Iro, what do you want to do?
I will. Does it take a complex action to get that knife out?
No, I assume that. Well, actually, yeah, it would because that's retrieving an item. But you can try an agility roll to see if you can quick draw it. You just.
Let's not do that. I'm already considered a close range to it.
You are not. You're at short range to it.
Okay. I will pull out the knife and then move to short range, making my close range,
Close
making
range.
myself the target.
Okay. So you're gonna move basically in front of Gibson, or try to get between Gibson and the creature. That's fine. I'll accept it. So there's your 2. Doc, it's your action. You're right there with everyone else. Toshiro is, or Iroh is a big character.
We'll go to Toshiro because Leviticus is going with it. Whatever his little kid friend calls him, that's his name.
All right.
Okay.
But it is your action.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Is there a way to contain a 1 meter blast? Basically, can I alter what I create? We hadn't tried that before, so.
You can. Yeah,
Cool.
that's fine with me.
Okay.
Most blast, the standard blast radius for an explosion is short range. But if you wanted to make it like a strangely close range, I'll just.
My intention is to have Toshiro shove it into its mouth and close its mouth.
Oh yeah,
So to contain it that way.
That would be contained. Yeah.
Great. I am going to make up one of my bombs.
Okay.
Oh, that one I don't need a check for. That's right. My bomb I don't need a check for.
Right. You just need to spend the time making it, right?
Yep. I just need the complex action, and then I put it in, hand it to Toshiro, and say, put it in its mouth and close it shut. Hold it shut.
So that's command.
Yes, I am doing a command to give him a bonus for it.
Command, one of the best skills I ever thought of. To be fair, I didn't think of it. I found it. I encountered something like it in another game, and I was like, "This is really cool. I'm going to see if I can make that work in mine."
So, because I have 5% bonus right now, that is a 2nd degree of success right now.
Okay.
Not, I wouldn't have. So 2 degrees. So Toshiro, when shoving this into its mouth, you'll get 10% bonus onto your check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So your threshold goes up by 10.
Cool.
I'm done.
All right. So you've got a bomb in your hand that will do all kinds of crazy stuff, and you get 10% to your action to shove it in. Cool. Gibson, it is now your turn to do some stuff. You have 2 complex actions you can do, which include things like moving or attacking.
So he'll move out the way from the zombie, type thing.
Just back up, yeah.
Yeah, back up and let the Gibson, the samurai, get close. And as Gibson approaches the zombie, you shall walk the valley of death once more, my friend. Blessed he in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Hallelujah. You shall take no damage from the great shatters of the bomb in your hand. And I shall roll my resolve.
Yeah. Give him a blessing.
Yay. All right. Because I like my blessing.
It's a cool special ability, especially if we play it the way that you're playing it. Yeah.
And I get a 30, which is a success.
Cool.
A success.
All right, Toshiro. For the next action phase, you will not take any damage at all. Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the bomb does accidentally go poofy in your hand,
that I mean, yeah, I mean physical damage. It's not. It doesn't affect resolve or resilience damage. Just or immunity damage. Just physical damage. So the bomb, if it explodes in your hand, it won't hurt you. Yes, one of the priest's 2 magical-like abilities. Okay, now the zombie is going to claw at you, Toshiro, because you're within range of it.
Okay.
So it's going to try to claw at you with its other hand. It got a 15, which is a success, but I can't remember how much of a success it is.
I will. I have a knife now, so I can parry.
Okay, you want to parry?
Yeah.
Just a success. You have to get a great success or higher.
Great success. 33.
Okay.
I have a 70 fighting skill, so.
Perfect. All right, so you managed to parry the attack. By the way, just for you guys and whoever's watching this at home, there's some discussion amongst the Rock Manor people and myself about changing this to be that the way that it works, instead of attackers, ties always go to the attacker. There's going to be maybe a change in the type of monsters, and so minion monsters like this zombie would always lose on a tie, and then like boss monsters, which there are a few of them, would always win on a tie, and then everything just goes to the.
Well, we could talk about this after, but my initial comment is that will make. I haven't seen enough combat to know how that'll affect it, but it'll feel like I'm dodging zombies a lot.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I think too. I have a feeling that that'll probably work out badly when it comes to like zombies and stuff.
You could do something where degrees of success could reduce damage as opposed to that.
Yeah. All right. So right now you managed to parry the attack, and it now ends the action phase and starts the second one. So next one is Leviticus. You're up first again. I don't know. I don't think anyone really moved out of your way except for maybe Gibson.
No, and he's like, he scowls,
I'm out of the way at this point.
kind of hisses a bit, and he's going to try to get a flanking position. He's tiny, so he's hoping he can poke that barrel around the corner, and he's looking for a headshot. So I'm going to squirm down and crawl like a rabbit.
Okay.
Go in rabbit mode.
And I'm out of the way.
Okay. So there might be a window of opportunity. What we'll do then is we'll just have you roll at disadvantage
Okay.
for the shot if you want to make the shot.
Oh, okay, so thread the needle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use my luck
Okay.
luck point there before I shoot somebody in the back of the head.
I mean, rifles are already a disadvantage in this particular environment anyway, so.
Because it's too close.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay, so I re-roll
Yep, you reroll.
at disadvantage.
Yep.
Damn. Okay. That's a miss. Actually, 91 I got.
Ooh. Okay, good thing it wasn't a critical, though. You might have hit somebody.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I was,
All right, so the shot goes wild because you can't quite get it in. It's okay. Like, you were close to the zombie, but, like, there's just not enough of a way to get
Almost
in
hit her
too close.
ankle.
it's
Yeah.
real loud.
Yeah, it's just a thing
Boom.
that goes off. Okay.
I reload
All right.
my next action or whatever.
Yep. Okay, then Iroh or Toshiro, it is your action. Your turn to make action.
So what skill do I need to stuff a homemade bomb into this thing's mouth as requested?
I would just call it a brawl. Just a brawl.
Okay,
And you
so
wouldn't do any
fighting?
damage or just
Yep,
shoving
fighting,
it in.
so it's easy for you.
Yep, fighting skill.
yeah.
That's the thing you're good at.
And at plus 10. So
At
Yes,
plus 10, yep.
exactly.
so that's a single degree of success.
Single degree of success.
If I need more, I could happily burn a luck point. You let me know.
No, you're fine. The zombie got a 97 on its dodge.
Okay.
Trying to fight back, so you definitely shove it in there. And you hold it closed.
Yes.
All right, you get to hold it closed for a while.
It's going to be 2d6 plus 3 when he when it goes off. Yep.
I'm gonna hold this off for a minute and have it go off at the end of the combat round.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
So you're
sounds good.
holding the zombie's mouth closed.
For cinematic, dramatic
Actually,
effect.
as I'm holding the mouth closed, I'm trying to turn a little too to give my little friend a shot at this thing's head. Let's make it spectacular.
Okay. Doc, it is now your action. Your turn. What do you want to do?
At this point, I'm pretty sure that what I gave him is going to do the job. So I'm just going to basically take cover. I'm
Yeah.
going to get out of the office and take cover.
Yeah, back around the corner and just like duck down, hold your ears.
Yep.
Got it.
Because it's
Gibson.
a pretty big explosion.
Yeah. Gibson, it's your
Yep.
turn. What do you want to do?
All right, so after I blessed him, which will probably last for to the end of the round, yeah?
Yeah, basically.
And I back off and get also back away, come back out the door, so I get like a long distance now. So I'm back out the door.
Yep.
and go and put my back against the wall of the door. Come out the door and go to the left and put my back against it.
Yeah.
Type thing.
So the doc is on one side doing basically the same thing. So you guys are both on the outside being like, uh-oh, right?
Yep.
Waiting for this thing to go off. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I don't have any weapons.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I calculated it correctly, but just in case.
Just in case. All right, that ends the action phase. Starts the next action phase, and only Leviticus gets to act because I have -5 from everyone twice. So now it's just Leviticus. You have a
Gets
free shot now, but still it's kind of disadvantaged because of the range.
I know, and I was going to wait for the explosion first, save the ammunition for the beginning of the next round. I'm just going to spend this time actually aiming, try to lose that disadvantage.
Absolutely a good idea. So you can aim. You could also aim and shoot, by the way. But
because
you
it's
can
two
aim.
complex actions per
complex.
round.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to get the disadvantage for weaving the thread again.
That's true.
I wanted to maneuver myself in a position because I have times on our side, right? This explosive is going to go off, hopefully.
Yep.
And then I can shoot after.
Yep. See, just make sure that if there's still anything left after the explosion goes off.
Exactly, because I'm kind of
Okay. All right. So you just take aim of this thing, waiting to see what happens. There's a there's a loud pop, a sizzle, and then just the head of this thing comes off out the back. Toshido, roll luck for me.
1 degree of success.
1 degree of success. Phew, lucky person.
Well, it is a 50, so.
Let me
Don't
check.
worry. If you failed, I didn't remember it that way, so I
Okay.
had another backup plan.
I could
That's
have
all
lucked
right.
my luck roll if need be.
That's all right. The health points on this creature is it's 2d6 for the explosion, but because it's inside, I gave you an extra d6.
Awesome.
The
3d6
health
plus 3.
points. Yeah, the health points for this particular thing is 10, so you did more than enough to blow it up. So its head sizzles, and just there's this little foaminess coming out of the earth, and then the back just blows outward against the wall. And Toshiro, you managed to be lucky enough not to get hit by any of that blast.
That should take care of its brains.
It just drops to the desk, completely immobile. All right, guys, that thus kills the zombie, and you are now safe. You guys that were outside of the room, the blast goes off, and it's loud, but there's no like flying debris, no like piece of the desk that come out the door.
I calculated properly. Good.
Yeah. All right. Now, what do you guys want to do? Now that you have this room all secure,
Loot the room.
Yeah, there's some
I
good
heard there
stuff
are
in here.
MREs and such.
there are MREs and such.
And there's a bow that Leviticus might use.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of you.
Composite bow. It might be
It's a
too
recurve
strong
bow.
for me. I'm not strong enough to fire
True,
that
it's
thing.
a recurve, and those are hard, especially if
Oh,
they're
yeah.
made for an adult, because recurve bows need to be made for children if they're going to be used by children.
Well, anything beyond 30-pound draws beyond me. Even 20-pound draw probably.
Well, glad
the-
I got you a gun then.
Yeah, the
he's
recurve bow does have-
salivating on that Glock. Actually, is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd say the recurve bow, I believe, even the recurve bow has a minimum strength requirement, but I think it's relatively low.
My strength is quite low. Let me double check.
Recurve bow, yeah, the minimum strength requirement on the bow is 20.
I have 20 strength.
You could use it if you wanted to, but it would be like just you'd be pushing it, right?
And remember, I'm only about 4.5 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay, so as far as MREs go, when you guys are in the room, you have 10 MREs that you find in the room. And
Each or split up?
no, that's the total number of MREs. Yeah, you have to
Okay.
split that up. And then, oh, yikes. Hold on, I have to write some more. Okay, so that's 15. Well, I'm gonna cut the number. 7 boxes of ammunition.
Like units?
Boxes of ammunition are
Boxes.
20 rounds, so that's like 140 rounds of ammunition.
Okay.
To split between your pipe rifle and your Glock 19, or 17, that's on the desk.
Well, since we suddenly have a glut of it, I'm going to. Hey, can I have a box of that?
Of course, I beam at her.
I mean, you
Okay.
basically gave a box earlier to
Yep.
Leviticus.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna take it because I'm gonna use it for crafting for backup crafting chemicals and such.
Yeah, you
so.
just break it apart and use all the chemicals for stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, if he needs the ammo before that point, I'll happily give it back. But for the moment, I'm just gonna tuck it away. Thanks. Might come in handy. If you need it later, I'll pass it back to you.
This is a very large haul, but the idea is that for the rest of this adventure, you guys won't be like fighting for ammo, right? You'll have it.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Because each piece of ammo gives me 4 CP.
correct. It is one complex part per ammo round.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like to search the office. Like
Okay.
I want to go through the drawers and salvage for
All right.
what there is.
Yeah, like they've already the main things were found that were just kind of out, so that's easy enough. But then you can go ahead and roll a salvage roll, see what you find.
Okay. All right.
At this point,
Let's do-
there's also the option for you guys to take a rest, and I explain what resting is, but I think you guys generally know. Resting is a period you can do a quick rest, which is like a minute long, and you get 1 health point back, but you can let unnerved dissipate. None of you had that. If you want to take an extended rest, like a long rest, it's 1 hour. Long rest is not 1 hour. Yeah, it is 1 hour. 1 hour, and you can make like a crafting or medicine thing without like worry that you're going to get attacked.
Alright.
And then there's sleeping, but that's not. You don't have that option right now.
I got a half of a success.
So you got a great success.
Yes.
Okay. Look over here.
And once he does that, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, 25 was my score out of 55. So that is a great success, isn't it?
Right. And then you found a GPS with a 30% battery life.
Oh, nice.
And then also a baseball bat that was in the room.
Oh, nice.
I am going to be doing a targeted salvage, which means I'm going to be doing mechanics. You mentioned above the manager's door there was a light blinking. So I am going to take that light. I'm also going to trace the wiring and grab a handful of that wiring.
Cool. Yeah, so targeted salvaging, you're looking for specific items and not like any random item.
Well, in this case, I'm doing mechanics to take it apart.
Okay, so you want to use mechanics to take the light apart.
Yes, because I'm taking apart the light and the wiring.
I will allow that.
Okay, 1 degree of success.
All right, then you find 1d4 worth of component pieces.
Cool.
I can roll it, or you can roll it. How do you want to do this?
You can roll it. I don't have a d4 out.
Yeah, my dice seem to love you anyway. Yeah, they do. 3 component pieces.
Awesome.
Okay.
And the preacher say, I have found a sat-nav. My brothers and sisters, a sat-nav to our freedom. It has a bit of battery power, but I don't know how long it will last for. Maybe it will help us find some more civilization.
And as you finish that statement, you hear breaking glass down below in the lower promenade area of the mall.
The demons have come! They have found me! Yeah! I shall smite them in the name of Jesus Christ. Come, my friends! We must move quickly and swiftly out of this danger zone.
Leviticus and Toshiro, I forgot to tell you guys something which plays in now, but you guys can handle the situation. But I'll let you know in a moment after you go out what you guys had known about before that I forgot to mention.
Okay.
All right.
So how do you want to handle the sound of breaking glass?
Immediate danger alert in case nobody else heard it. I'm telepathic ping, of course. And I immediately look for vantage point where I can get a ranged
right. So when you pop
field of view.
Pop out of the sporting goods store that you're in and look around and see what you can see without like exposing yourself, right? You're just trying to look and see. You remember that directly across from you guys, there was another landing that was like very small and really you'd have to like leap across to get to it if you were to, but it says emergency exit like above the door that's over there. That's basically the only thing on the other side. But as you look at, that was the thing that you guys both saw because you were taking watch and like look out. Down below you, you see a lot of movement, and when it comes into view after all, like as it passes all the debris, stepping clear of it, you see through the gaps of fallen and broken second floor thoroughfare, you see ashen people, their skin peeling and their hands hanging from their bones in meaty strips. These things shamble through the exterior facades of the shopping mall, and a dragging gait indicates that they're moving their way toward you. Because it made enough noise that they've figured out there's something going on in the mall.
How many of them are there?
That's a good question. There are 4 of you, so there are 80 of them.
Okay. So I'm going to call for Leviticus to come back into the sporting goods building. I can't speak suddenly. The sporting goods store, and I'm going to call. Yep. And Toshiro, close the gate, please. And I would like to at this point out that the last 2 rungs on the bottom of the gate are open, so there's going to be a space for Leviticus to go under and sniper. But at this point, when Toshiro so I'm going to command Toshiro, in case he needs the check, to check boost to get the gate closed. But at this point, I'm going to take my parts and I'm going to start scrambling to lock the gate down along the sides, and leaving that little bit of room to the panel. Ooh, 12 to mechanics, I guess. Yeah, mechanics. So that would be 3 degrees of success to lock the gate down and secure it.
Okay.
And I'm going to shove. How fast are they moving?
Relatively slow. You guys have a little while before they get to you, but like not. The problem is they're filling up the bottom floor. So in order to like escape the way you guys came, you'd have to go back through them, right? So that's sort of the main problem at the moment. They're not moving. They're not like rage zombies running towards you super fast. They're just filling the lower floor at the moment.
Okay.
See, I want to, wherever we go, I want to leave us an exit out. Like, we saw that emergency exit, which I'm hoping is a way out.
Yeah, I'm sending out danger of rats trapped in a cage.
Well, so I was going to ask right before the zombies started coming in. Is there an air vent above us in this? Because it's a shopping mall. There should be air vents, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's
right.
There's an air vent.
Perfect. That would have also been my next question, or if not, something we can get up and over. Right.
So right now, my intention is to climb up into the air vent with bombs, and I'm going to drop it down below into them.
Clever. Okay, so you want to climb up into this air vent and start moving through?
Yep. I am not very strong. I'm not a very good climber. I know Toshiro is.
Yep.
So I'm going to craft 3 bombs for Toshiro.
Okay.
Wow, I've got a lot more mats now, though. Oh, 3 bombs for now. Yeah, I'll give you 3 bombs, and and point out into the vents and give you a command so that you'll get bonus. That is 1 degree of success on my command.
Toshiro, your build is 130 something.
Yeah, I'm a big man. I don't know if I'll fit.
Okay. If he can't fit, I'll just climb through with my own 3 bombs.
Yeah, I think that Toshiro will fit. The question is, because these are contort things, he may end up having a really hard time moving around inside.
I spring up onto his shoulders and try to jump into the air vent, and then I can move quickly. I'll go and explore the air vent.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
yeah, that's true. Leviticus, you're small.
Yeah,
so
Leviticus
I
would have no problem moving around in that.
I give my rifle to Toshiro.
Here you go, my friend, Leviticus. Before you go up there, my friend, take the message of God to those behemoth monsters down there. May God have blessing upon you. And I wish to bless him.
Okay.
I laugh and clap my hands. I love the Padre. And I give him a quick hug.
And Leviticus, I tell you, okay, so when you get up there, you do that, you pop this, break this, and you drop it. You've got a keen eye and crack shot. You'll get them all.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, that command on him was a 16. So 16 is 2 degrees of success. So you get a 10-point bonus.
Nice.
And I got right, my skill is 55 and I got a 17. So that is also 2 degrees of success of my blessing upon him.
Which
Leviticus, pardon, go ahead.
So I was just going to ask, which of the effects are you trying to put on him?
I'm going to give him let me see. What effect would I like to give him? Let me think. I will give him resistance to psychic damage. Like basically resistance to strange or strange or stuff. Like it says resistance to strange or of infection by one.
Yeah, so the stage is reduce the stage of infection of degree by 1 per degree success. That's if he's infected. But I think you want to give him just like immunity resistance bonuses, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
It's along the same vein.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
Basically, I don't want him to be afraid of small spaces.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a resolve rolls. You want to give him some. Oh yeah. So that's right there. You can. Yeah, that's fine. That works. I'll accept it.
Cool.
Leviticus is beaming now. He's all these strange people he's hooked up with, or
giving him all kinds of help,
giving him all sorts of stuff, and he's just in heaven right now. And so he's
forget that anxiety disorder. You have a posse.
Actually, they're my new family in a way. I guess I've been a street urchin for too long. So I get Toshiro. I let him lift me up into the ceiling, and I scramble up there.
Yep.
my dirty face pokes back for a minute with a big grin, and then I'm scoot off, disappear down the exploring.
So for moving around in this kind of space, it would be contort rolls that you'd have to make to like move around. It's relatively easy. It's an air vent. You're just kind of going.
I do have the Glock.
But then you're just going to kind of go. The idea is to drop the bombs over the zombies from above. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's going to be a little while though, isn't it?
It's going to be a moment. You could actually crawl across, but what I was going to say is with contort rolls. I can't speak either. It's just agility rolls.
Okay.
But because you're small, your build is what was your build again?
48 or 9.
Yeah, that's fine. Then you get a plus 20 to your agility roll to contort around in there. So you're at this point, it's effectively no need to make rolls because you're small enough and moving around is fine. So
now I want to do it quietly though. I want to make sure I don't. And I also want to see if there's a direction that'll go above the zombies.
Yeah, absolutely. So why don't you roll your stealth with a plus 20 onto your agility, to see if you can move around.
Gave him the full AE bombs, obviously.
Well, I needed all of that because I just passed with that.
Okay.
You remembered my bonus for you, right? On your next action.
Yeah. So add it up. I have a huge. So would that give me advantage, or what was the bonus?
No, so her thing
I
gives
give
you
you
plus
10% on your threshold.
You had a grand total of plus 30 to your agility.
Yeah, because I rolled okay, I needed that. I passed just barely.
Okay.
Let me double check though. I want to see how close that was. Just make sure I'm correct here. Sorry, I just had too many windows open.
Yeah.
And that was agility, you said, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And you're plus 30?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I rolled an 84. I have agility 55.
Oh, yeah. You needed it. You just really
Yeah.
I was like, this is really close.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you managed to move silently through the air duct without sort of alerting the zombies below to the fact that you're moving around in the air duct above them. So yeah, you can get over them. You kind of move around. You take a turn at some point. And you can see them on a vent that like aims down. It's supposed to aim down to the second floor promenade, but it drops directly down to the zombies as they're coming in. It's a large cluster of them moving through all the debris.
They don't see me.
They don't know you're there.
Okay, I send out telepathic boom boom time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop a scatter pattern.
3 bombs. Okay, so let's just do this. So
and get ready to break out. I say run, run, run once we blow them up.
I've got to pull out my dice roller because that's a lot of dice, and I don't think I have that many available at the moment. So I'm just going to do this dice roller because I need to do 66.
Because I know with zombies, you can't let them trap you. They'll just keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
Once these explosions go off, too, we'll be
27.
having every zombie in the neighborhood.
36 damage total of explosions that you did just now. Which for a zombie horde. Ooh. Okay, so the bombs go down. They drop.
It works.
Yeah, it works. You kill 15 of them in the explosion. There's still a lot left, but that's like 15 that are just like big.
You still got 2 bombs with him after that.
No, I thought he dropped all 3.
Okay, cool. You used all 3. Cool.
Yeah. So I rolled 3d8 for the number of zombies that died, and then like I calculated the amount of death damage, and it comes out to like a couple more. So
awesome.
Yeah. So those 3 bombs kill off 15 zombies.
Okay.
So you still have quite a bit, but you have given yourself yet more time because you killed off like the front line of the zombies essentially, and the other zombies are now confused and like backing up and not sure what just happened to their friends.
All right.
But the loud bangs and flashing lights made them think twice about where they're headed.
So the exit is still our best option, and we've thinned out the herd.
Yeah. We have an emergency exit that we can go to. Yeah.
So they've got to come up the escalator. They've got to climb up that.
Yep, they've got to come up the escalator.
So they have to climb up the escalator, and we got an exit on the other side of the on the other side of the store that we're in, right?
Correct. Directly across from you, across a gap that's in the second floor promenade, there is an exit.
So we should get over there. But my picture is if they start coming up, I'm hoping I can fill the top of the escalator and limit the number that I have to deal with if it comes to that. So I want them to all be over there before I leave this side.
Before I start leaving, though, there's one other thing I want to do. I'd like to point out at this point that escalators are metal, and I do have a taser with charges on it.
You get one shot.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to roll. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can gently roll some of this down because I'm going to set it so that the bomb is basically inert until it's triggered. And I'm going to say I'm going to need a craft check to make sure that this is the way it actually works. Cool.
Yeah.
I rolled high enough, or I rolled low enough rather.
With some sciencey stuff.
Yeah, with some sciencey stuff. I'm going to let my component, my inert bomb, roll to the center of the metal staircase, and I am going to at that point rig my new taser, which is going to be a mechanics check, to the metal to trigger, and I'm going to tell Toshiro, don't touch the escalator no matter what. And that is a 21 on my mechanics check, which is 2 degrees of success, not 3, but 2 degrees on the 21.
Yeah.
And basically when they start coming up the escalator, I'm going to have it set up so that the charge should get to my bombs, and it's going to electrocute them and set off my bombs, and therefore give us a way out.
Got it. And that's the trigger when they get up the escalator to the top or at the bottom?
Middle of the escalator.
Okay.
It's going to blow out from underneath them. And I just spent 8 CP making 2 bombs, and I spent the taser.
Yep.
So question, how much time do we figure we have? And I believe I heard somewhere you said we found in the sporting goods store a little bit of rope, correct?
Yep. Yeah, you guys all have some rope. You basically have 4 ropes that are 30 meters long.
Backpack, canteen, matches.
How far is this gap?
It's most of that. Well, 30 meters, I guess, is a really long distance.
Yeah.
It's about 3/4 of your rope. Not the full rope distance, but 3/4 of your rope.
Okay, so what I want to do basically is tie off on something on this side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty athletic. If I can find a way to get over there and tie rope off on that side, I want to make it easy for my less athletic friends to get over while I wait over to this side. Is that a possibility?
A rope bridge type situation. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's put that rope together, and then what do you need me to make to get over there?
You don't have to make anything. You're going to tie it off on one end, and then what you're going to end up doing is making an athletics roll to like leap the distance.
Toshiro, when you start doing that, I'm going to use my command ability, and I'm going to tell you, since we have so many ropes, tie it off so that we have a triangle, one on each side for people to hold and one to walk across as a tightrope. And I'm going
rope
to
bridge.
Yep, rope bridge. Well, I'm using my command ability, and I give you 10%.
She's trying to give you 10% to your athletics.
and I succeeded on 10%.
All right, well,
I'm sorry. That's only 5%. I missed by 1.
Sorry, I was already at 2 degrees of success, and that doesn't change. 5 won't change.
Okay, cool.
I was also going to say before you jump, you can also have like backed up into the store a little bit and then tried to run and jump, which gives you advantage. But you already made it without even trying.
Actually, the one item I kept was my running shoes.
Okay, so you already had advantage.
So,
yeah. Perfect. So you just kind of over it.
Yeah.
And you tie off on the other end. So Toshiro has sacrificed a little bit to almost possibly fall and die to give you guys all the rope bridge opportunity to get across. Now, with the rope bridge, which he has successfully gotten across there, you guys can cross the gap with either at a slow pace, so you can get across in a couple of movement rounds, as it were, or you can try an athletics roll to like get across as fast as possible. Leviticus, on the other hand, can just keep crawling through the air ducts and get across and get to wherever the others are by crawling around inside the air ducts.
All right. I guess I'll go at a very slow pace and take my time. Because I'm not the most athletic person to cross the rope bridge.
I will be back across first before they start going. I'm on the side with the zombies.
Okay, so you want to jump back and then be ready for the zombies. Okay, that's fine.
1 degree of success with advantage, like quickly on the rope bridge.
Okay, right. Then you get across. You come across the bridge, and you're like, okay, it can hold me, so it'll hold you guys. Let's go.
Yeah, so I shimmy across slowly at a slow pace.
Okay. So Doc and Toshido, while Father Gibson is taking a very slowly measured pace so he doesn't fall, which is fine, across the bridge, you see the zombies get closer to you, and they're getting really dangerously close. But just as Gibson gets to the other side, the zombies get to the bottom of the escalator. What do you guys want to do?
I'm crossing the bridge because I already set up my plan with
You
two
have
bombs.
faith in your plan, so you're just gonna cross the bridge. Like, yeah, this will work. I know my skill. I got skills. What are you gonna do?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Helps
So-
that I've got like 80, 80 for my check.
So you get across the bridge,
80%.
and as you're crossing the bridge, Toshido, the zombies are coming up, and they
Okay.
get to it was the midpoint, right, Doc?
Yes.
Yep. So the zombies figured out the escalator after like messing around for a bit, and then they start up. They get to the midpoint, and everything goes off. Electric energy arcs through the escalator. The bomb goes off.
2 bombs
2 bombs go off. Well, even more, of course.
with some shrapnel in it.
Yeah. Okay then. 9 of the zombies just flat die in this explosion, go flying off the edges of the escalator. Bits of them go flying in all directions. A bunch of the bottom, the rest kind of fall over each other, and they make like a domino effect for a minute. You have a chance. You can either stay and fight them, or you can try to get across this rope bridge.
I will quickly send out a mental message. I want to know that Leviticus is safe.
Leviticus, what are you up to?
I'm above you. I'm saying I'm in the roof. I'm in the roof. I hope I'm going the right way. And send me thoughts. Where are you?
I will stand here and send him directional thoughts.
Okay.
Doc and Gibson are by the emergency exit.
Correct.
Once I see Leviticus there, or he tells me he's safe, then I'm leaving.
Got it. It doesn't take too long before Leviticus gets the hang of where he's at, so he'll
Okay.
be fine.
Can I drop down on his shoulders? Over here.
You want to drop on his shoulders, or you want to drop on the other side where the others are? Drop down
On his shoulders.
Okay. Okay. Leviticus comes down out of the air duct directly above you and lands on your shoulders. The zombies are coming back up the escalator now. They're about halfway up again.
I was planning to get Leviticus from outside the building through the vents outside. That was my plan.
He's a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, go Leviticus, go.
No, I say run, and I start shooting behind him. I like a gun turret on his shoulder.
Okay, so he's gonna ride my back as I go.
Apparently.
Yeah, I say run, not leaving you.
Okay, this will work for me. So I'll make sure he's secure, and I will go as quickly as I can to make sure. I don't want him to fall. So.
Got it. So that's fine. Leviticus, roll 2 attacks for me, and if you get successes, that's all I need. The zombies.
Any zombies coming close? I'm trying for headshots, and I'm held it onto his hair with my other hand. Ooh, 21. That's at least. That one's a miss. Okay, 1 shot's definitely hit. 2-degree hit.
Okay, 2 zombies drop from your shots.
I will take this opportunity to activate my self-sacrifice, which pops my initiative up by 5. Until my friends have all. I can't leave the battlefield until they've escaped, which I wouldn't have done anyway.
That's right. That's why you were hanging out.
Yeah.
That's your special ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not, unless I have to fight them, I'm going to work my way across the bridge.
Yep. No, you guys, you get across the bridge because there were the 2 that got close to you. Leviticus just dropped with his shots.
And I didn't give him a choice to leave. Like I was like, no, you're coming. That's why I jumped on his back.
So the both of you won't leave the battlefield till the other one leaves.
I know.
At the same time. I love it. I love it.
Okay, so you both get across. You're now on the other side. There's the door in front of you that says emergency exit. What do you guys want to do? The rope bridge is still there. However, you're relatively sure that zombies can't cross a rope bridge. That takes a little bit too much skill.
I go up to the emergency exit and try to see if it opens.
Okay. Yeah, it's a crash bar, so it opens up when you push on the door.
Okay. I push it open and it's push open.
Okay. When you open the door to this door that says employees, or it says emergency exit, you open the door and it's a hallway. Inside is a long, dark hallway, with debris on the ground. From what you can tell from the light that you can see.
So
All right.
Shiro, I motion him to put me down, and I give him the Glock and grab my rifle from him.
Okay.
I
I
turn
will-
on the flashlight.
Doc.
I will
Ah,
hand
you
the
got
clock
this.
to anyone who can use it better than me.
Yes.
Which
That's
is the
not me.
zombies. Which is
Well, I'll shrug and shove it into my pants. Then, if nobody else can shoot it,
my ballistic skill is pathetic.
oh yeah, that's
All
the
right.
one skill I have.
Yeah, I just pull out. I pull out. I hold the baseball bat in both hands,
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
and like, yeah, and
Okay, I
like,
shrug and grin and put the gun in my pants. I'm like
Yeah.
a 70-pound soaking wet kid, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So now
All
I'm
right,
armed
so
to the teeth.
we've got Gibson with the baseball bat, Toshido with.
Well, I've got the combat knife in one hand, and I wrap my other arm to stick in zombie mouths, so they're
Yeah, there
harder
you
to
go.
bite my arm.
Nice.
Leviticus has shoved the thing, and then Doc turns on the flashlight, so you guys can see that it's a long hallway to the other end where it does say.
I'm gonna wrap the flashlight around my arm
Okay.
with a piece of. That way, my hands are free to work.
Okay. Yeah. So that's fine. So you guys can see down the hallway. It's a long hallway. There's a door to the right on the wall, but directly in front of you is another door that does say emergency exit. And you see a red octagon on the top corner of it.
I want to do a cult roll.
Okay.
I wish to do. What was it? I got some stuff like that. Let me see. Would that be for theology?
No, it would not. It's just an academic role.
Academics. I got some of that. Yay! I got some academics. That's based off my intelligence.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Jesuits.
Yay! I come useful for something. I don't get to do that much apart from just bless people.
Yeah, and you're entertaining too. I mean, Leviticus is like
True. All right.
a
So
strange
I need to get.
person.
Hang on. Let me get this up. Right. So slash. Oops. Damn it. Slash. 1D100. And I get a success, just the standard success.
Okay. You know that back in the day there was a cult called OSHA, and they used to label everything in all of the buildings that they possessed or were able to get into. And you know that this particular sign is a emergency exit alert sign, and it's actually a device, according to this cult of OSHA, and they believed in the sounds that it would make, that they would alert others to emergency situations.
I tell the others, I say, watch out. That door is Satan himself. I sort of say, that is a cult. Blasphemy of the holy symbol. This, I hold up my cross. This is the true religion. I spit on the floor and like in disgust of this blasphemy that is painted on the wall, and I say, this foul painting is a booby trap.
Leviticus hisses at it.
While he's talking, and I don't want to take any spotlight from him talking, but
Sure.
I did roll a 17 on my academics for checking this, and I would be taking it apart by this point.
Yeah, so you cross
17 is 3 degrees of success for me.
You cross the hallway, passing the door on the right that's labeled control room, and you get to the emergency exit sound device that alerts when the door opens. To alert
Sounds like
everyone.
great parts.
Yeah. So you want to take it apart? You said?
Yes. So rolling a mechanics for it. Ought 2, no joke.
Really?
Ought 2.
Wow.
1 away from a crit.
Okay. Well, you find 8 component pieces by taking it
Okay,
apart.
and it's not going to make that sound anymore. That's
not
more
gonna make
my
that sound.
concern.
Nice.
So you watch,
Yes.
Gibson. You watch as the Doc crosses the room, takes apart this cultish symbol machine that makes noise.
I say, thank you, Doc. You have made my day. You have earned your wings whenever you reach the mighty pearly gates of heavens.
So, what do you guys want to do now? There's this door in front of you that has been disabled, so it's not going to alert when you go through it. And there was a door back there that said control room.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
so there's a control room, and I'm sorry, I got distracted for just a sec. What's
And
the
then there
other
was
direction?
the door that you just disabled the device on.
Okay.
Mhm.
I want to go in the control room.
Okay.
At this point, because control rooms seem useful.
Yeah.
Are
the
there
door's
any air
unlocked.
ducts around?
There are air ducts around.
Guy motioned for Trishiro to hoist me up in the air duct again.
Sure.
Okay.
We
don't wanna be
Up there.
I sort of start. I gotta sort of like say in a commanding voice. We do not want to dabble too long in this hallway. They are
Agreed.
coming.
Agreed.
We must be swift and quick with our searching.
Well,
So-
it's less searching and more finding ways to set traps for them. But before I let Leviticus go up, Leviticus, can I see the flashlight that you got?
I had it.
And great. And I'm going to take a strap of that, slice that belt that I had, and wrap it around Leviticus's upper arm. And I say, just hit that when you need it. This way you can move and have your light with you.
Okay. So go ahead and roll crafting for me.
Sure.
I grin and give her a hug.
You just need a success.
One success.
Perfect. Yeah, you get it all strapped onto him and everything.
And I'm going to do a savvy or a scavenge in the
Control room?
in the room control room. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what happens. What happens when you open the door?
Yeah.
When you open the door to the control room, you find it to be a small.
Leviticus gets up into the ducts before we do that.
Yeah. You find it to be a small room with a small table and 2 chairs, a mini fridge, and a desk with several small computer monitors. That's what you find in the room. It's relatively peaceful. There's a light hum from the mini fridge, like it's on and working.
Okay. All right. I'll do a scavenge.
Okay. Well, opening the door to the mini fridge, you find 3 energy drinks, and that's basically everything in the room. So I'm not gonna make you roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aside from the computer, that's the only other thing.
Okay. So there's no point of rolling this.
No, there's no
sort of
point in rolling.
scavenge.
There's nothing to find. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take out the food. Take out the food and put that in the pot.
So energy drinks give you +5 initiative for 3 combat rounds when you slam them.
Nice.
Gotta pop it open and drink it, and you have extra 5.
I definitely would like to keep one to myself because I'm very slow when it comes to initiating.
Yeah. The computer. There's one computer tower, which a tech use will bypass its security, and then it's got some monitors. That's everything in the room. That's everything in there. The chairs, the monitors.
So, I am interested in taking the evaporator coils and the condenser coils and the refrigerant of that mini fridge.
All right, roll mechanics for me. What are the rest of you going to do?
39, so 2 degrees of success.
Okay. So you take all of those parts that you are looking for because you.
Cool.
I will let people do their thing. I will step back out of the hallway between where the zombies might come from and our exit.
Okay.
I give one of the energy drinks to the young boy, to Leviticus.
He's up in the air
He's
duct.
away from us.
Yeah.
He's not near us.
All right. So I'll keep all 3 energy drinks on me for now, and like put them in my little backpack.
They're nice and chilled, by the way.
Okay, I'll keep them on me for now.
Okay.
All right. We got what we came for. Quick, run. Let's move.
Actually, not quite. So I got the refrigerator. So I got the fluid refrigerant. I got the compressor coil, the evaporator coils. What else do I need out of this? I'm going to actually. What kind of monitors are they? Are they old school monitors with the box, or are they the new school monitors?
They're new school flat monitors.
Okay, so that's not going to be as useful for what I'm thinking I need. I'm going to tear into the towers and grab some wires.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to grab out of this room. Oh, you said there are some chairs. What are the chairs made of?
Just metal, like they're cheap ones.
They're
They
the
have
metal,
and
cheap
plastic.
metal and plastic folding chairs.
Yeah.
Awesome, exactly what I wanted to hear. Toshiro, can I get a hand?
Certainly, I will be also at this point sending messages up to Leviticus, thinking we need to get going. And then I'll come help you.
Yep.
Yes.
I just want to take all the metal piping off the chairs.
Okay.
Make it quick, Doc. We haven't got that much time. I can hear him down the hallway.
Yep. That's why I want Toshiro's help doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can make a salvage roll,
So,
or I could just carry a number of chairs. I'm good at that
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
taking
We
the
could
chairs
just carry
apart.
the chairs, yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll take the chairs and start taking them apart as we go.
Yeah, because you
I
can
drop
fold them
down.
and just carry them with you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm strong enough to handle carrying a few chairs.
I'm going to
Awesome.
scurry to where the zombies are coming from and see how close they are.
They're still they've filled that platform over across by the sporting goods store where you guys were. You're not sure what's happening. They are starting to disappear. You're wondering if they're going down the back tunnels and hallways of this particular place because the number seems to be thinning out below too.
Quick question. How is there any chance that there's baking soda inside the refrigerator?
No.
You know, because a lot of refrigerators have a box of baking soda in it.
No, there isn't one.
Okay,
Well, I guess
cool.
you could roll luck.
Sure, I'll roll luck,
that
see if
pans
it
out.
is. 56. I have a 60 luck.
Okay, so you do find a box of baking soda.
Great. Grab the box of baking soda.
Okay.
And we've got a bunch of chairs, and I start hauling butt out.
And you also find 4 component pieces worth of wiring from the computer. That
Awesome.
You
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, I've restocked on a bunch of bomb stuff and a bunch of options. And ways to set traps.
Cool. So you guys get out through that door, that emergency exit door,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes down 1 floor, and then it goes down a 2nd floor. But there's a door when you come down that 1st floor. There's 2 doors there, one on either side. One that kind of looks like the backside of the door you came out to go down the stairwell, and then one that has a crash bar that says exit on it.
Which direction are we hearing these creatures coming from? And Leviticus, do you have sight on any of them?
I put a motion that scattered, confused. They're searching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Be very quiet, quiet.
Yeah, make a perception roll in the hallway here. See
Stealth.
where they're coming from.
I give them my rabbit images, which those means
Right.
quiet like rabbits.
Yeah.
Like rabbits.
Before we go to the fire exit, I also want you to look at the fire exit just to see if it is the same. It has the same symbol on top of it. So I'm going to do a perception roll.
Sure. I mean, you don't need to for seeing that same symbol. You're looking for that one symbol. You knew where it was on the last one. It's in a similar place on this one as well.
All right. I warn everyone. I say, look, that exit also has the alarm system attached to it.
That cult.
It must be.
I'll go take the alarm off once he points it out. But my perception roll bombed. I rolled a 98.
Like, I don't know where they're coming from. I can hear them, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll go take that thing apart. Mechanics of 42, so I succeed.
Yeah, 1 degree on perception to see if there's where zombies might be.
Yeah,
I'm
they
hoping
see
not.
this. The sound seems to be coming from that door, the back side of that door.
Okay.
You're looking at the back side of the door. It comes coming from on the other side of that door.
Which makes sense. The zombies will be filling this place up. It's time to go.
Okay. Well, I am going to be setting another trap to buy us a little more time. So this time I'm going to take the lithium battery, and I'm going to take some component parts that I have. And oh shoot, do I need the baking soda for this? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember my 5th grade science all of a sudden. Anyways, I'm going to set up a trap using component parts of the lithium battery and set up some bombs and electricity to conduct through the metal framing and.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Doc, can you make a sound like a sound bomb, like
that's
like
exact. Yeah,
I
have
a back feeder.
Yes, I'm actually planning on doing one. That's why I needed the plastic as well. So plastic plus vinegar plus baking soda. You can create pressure and create a concussive boom, which is I'm going to take some stuff and I'm going to build up the pressure in it and such like that and get it set up. So, and get it triggered so that it is going to trigger.
One. And don't forget, you got those 2 sound boxes that you took apart as well.
Mhm.
From the fire exits. So you could, in theory, maybe use
Amplify it.
those as well. Amplify it with those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no bomb expert, but hey.
Oh no, that's you actually were exactly along the lines of what I was thinking. And this is one of the reasons I was looking for baking soda was because baking soda is good for concussive audio bombs.
Nice.
So I actually had the same thought. And I am going to set the speakers up so that it blows in and basically acts as amps. I'm going to turn them into amplifiers.
Yeah,
so here is my craft. I'm going to do a few types of, basically it's going to buy us a lot of time on bombs. 19 on, was that crafting or mechanics that I was just babbling on about? I think I was doing mechanics. Yep, I was doing mechanics.
You would have to do with all these
19
electronic
is
components
3 degrees of success.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to successfully make your sonic concussive thing. It takes a bit of time. The others start to get really worried because you were working on it for a moment. Because crafting isn't a quick thing in some cases. Especially if you get 3 degrees of success, like you were taking some time to do it.
Yeah, and I'm also putting in bombs, and therefore, yeah.
So it starts. The sound of the zombies starts to get really close by the time you finish, and you basically have to make a choice. Are you going to go downstairs or are you going to go out the door?
I'm going to go out the door.
Yeah,
out the door.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Out the door.
Leviticus is with us, right? You're here?
Yep.
Perfect.
So then you guys go out the door, and the alarm that you took that alarm box off, so the alarm doesn't go off, right? Because you took that one apart. Fortunately, you get outside and you're back out into the parking lot. It's the sunlight is starting to wane in the distance, but you guys escape just in time. As you get halfway across the parking lot, you hear the concussive sonic bomb go off. Makes this loud noise, which sets off the other alarms inside of the mall that did exist on other emergency exit doors. So you can kind of hear meh, 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 coming from inside the mall. All the zombies that are outside, you do see some in the parking lot, but when that bomb goes off and the alarms start beeping, they all start heading toward the mall, ignoring you guys because you're not making a lot of noise in comparison. Yep. So that saves you from having to deal with all the rest of stuff. In fact, you do see overhead a weird ship, what looks like a whale flying in the sky, but it bypasses you because of the sound that the mall is making.
Okay.
Demon!
And Gibson, great minds think alike, because I really did have that exact thought, because I was like, baking soda, vinegar, sound, boom.
Can I do like a was it a fear? Can I do like would it be a fury or would it be a academics to see if this is a demon?
So it's going to usually be academics. The theology would only apply if the thing that you're looking at was something related to angels or demons. In this case, so you're just going to make, because theology just gives you advantage on your academics roll anyway. So it's just going to be academics either way.
Okay.
You don't get advantage on this case. So just roll your academics.
As he's thinking, I'm sending images to Leviticus. I think this is one of the things from the dream.
That dream that hasn't happened but already happened.
Yep.
I get a hard success. I get half.
Great, yeah, great success. Yeah, so this is definitely an alien carrier vessel. You're betting that there was probably some aliens on it, and they were looking for people to collect this. They don't usually collect zombies because while they can use zombie materials, it's already like infected and gross and decrepit. So they're looking more for like living, uninfected creatures, even mutants. But they bypass you guys because of all the noise coming from the mall. They're thinking something is happening down there, and you just happen to be ducking away and stuff.
So did we successfully get to the car, or in this, instead of get to a chopper?
You did not. The van was unfortunately down in the basement, which you guys didn't go to.
Oh, so we did not get to the car.
You did not get to the van. However, you did escape the mall, and the setting. And as you leave this town, the setting sun disappears on the horizon, putting distance between yourself and that mall back there. The road is an open promise of a future, but part of you feels like this is an illusion, because while you've escaped the dangers for today, Tomorrow will bring further dangers. You don't know if this means you're lucky or unlucky, but you continue into the
Nice.
encroaching night.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's another day in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that
Nice.
is
We did it.
the quick start adventure.
Nice. Yay.
Right on.
Right on.
Right
For
on.
those of you that
Thank
are keeping track of your experience, you get 100 experience for surviving. You get 50
Yay.
experience for killing the manager. You guys, while you didn't make teamwork rolls specifically, there was like commands
lot of
and stuff that
teamwork.
happened. There was a lot of teamwork. So I'm going to give you like 50 points for that as well. You guys also
Nice.
engaged in role playing, so another 25. And then you dispatched a series of zombies, so I think you get like 100 XP for the zombies you took out.
So, what's the total XP?
Oh, actually, and then another used crafting. Okay, so this says used crafting mechanics and science skill roll 10 XP per use. You guys did that a lot. So I don't know.
I lost count.
Yeah, I'll just give 100 for that too. So you have 100, 200, 225, 275, 325, 425. 425 for this one. That's a lot of experience for this particular adventure. But to be fair, you guys did a lot of crafting, a lot of working together, and coming up with creative ways to handle it. So I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I had fun,
Nice.
guys.
Which over
Nice.
the 2
Cool.
sessions would be 725.
Yeah,
I
that's enough.
wish it.
That's enough to like
I
do
just-
some stuff when you advance your character.
Yeah, myself because I like the sort of character I made is a very talkative character. He can't really fight, but he can bloody damn talk.
Yeah.
I mean, he has charm, command, intimidate, and academics, medicine. My medicine never come into play.
No. Well,
And
so
navigation.
far people have been managing to like not take damage. Aside from
Yeah.
their armor damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got notifications as well.
Mhm.
So a very talkative character, but I never got to use those skills, which is sad.
Okay. Well, I think we'll stop the recording for now because I know that some people have things they have to get to. So,
Yep.
thanks everyone for coming, and I'm gonna
No,
stop the
thanks.
recording.
Thanks for hosting.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for the
Thanks
game.
for hosting.
Thanks,
Have
everybody.
fun, guys. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting those of you who haven't met before.
Yeah.
Yay,
Yeah,
let's
like
meet